across the rugged expanse of North America, ancient forests and silent lakes hold secrets older than any map can chart. Legends murmur through rustling branches and drift across moonlit shores, hinting at creatures both wondrous and menacing. Some guard sacred realms with thunder and lightning, while others lurk in shadows, hungry for human folly or flesh. Every whisper in a still canyon, every trembling leaf in a pine copse could signal a hidden power watching your every move. These stories endure because they speak to our deepest fears and hopes, that within every howling wind or ripple on the water's surface lies a truth beyond our comprehension. Step carefully here, where folklore might spring to life at any moment, and heed the warnings of elders who know how thin the line can be between the living world and realms unknown.
Curious about mythology? The gods have spoken. You must follow Elysium Mythology to uncover its mysteries. Don't miss a single episode.
The wendigo stands as a grim emblem of unchecked greed and desperation among Algonquian-speaking tribes. When cruel winters left people starving, a final taboo, cannibalism, could birth this skeletal fiend. Forever hungry, the wendigo roams snowbound forests, its gaunt frame stretched over protruding bones. Consuming only deepens its craving, and its once human spirit is swallowed by a dark void of endless appetite. Shamans and hunters sometimes arose as protectors, endeavoring to free victims from the wendigo's lethal grasp. At its core, this legend is a dire warning of what happens when humanity bows to selfish survival at any cost. In Navajo tradition, skinwalkers evoke profound unease. Skilled in dark rites, they shift into wolves, coyotes, or owls, adopting the keen senses and swiftness of these animals. Their mimicry of human voices is particularly disquieting, luring unsuspecting souls away from safety. Believed to practice malevolent witchcraft, skinwalkers are often blamed for sudden illnesses or mysterious misfortunes. Merely uttering the name is taboo, lest it call the very creature into one's life. Secrecy cloaks them in dread, reminding everyone that the line between the human and the bestial can blur with chilling consequences. High above mountain ranges soars the colossal thunderbird. With each beat of its wings, thunder shakes the skies. Lightning crackles at its feather tips. This sacred being is known to bring life-giving rains and fend off evil forces that threaten its domain. Often adorned in shimmering plumage of blue, red, and gold, the thunderbird's power over storms makes it a beloved yet formidable protector. Tribes invoke it for blessings, seeing it as a guardian bridging the physical and spirit worlds. Grand as a mountain peak, this majestic creature offers both awe and safety to those who honor it. Scrawled on cliffs along the Mississippi River near Alton, Illinois, the Piasa bird looms in local lore. Descriptions portray a winged predator with reptilian scales and a face bearing human-like features. Swooping from rocky heights, it was said to devour travelers. One enduring tale features a brave leader who set a trap, using himself as bait so archers could strike. Their poisoned arrows prevailed, ending the Piasa's reign of terror. Still, the haunting images on the bluff serve as a warning that even the mightiest beasts can fall to communal resolve and cunning. Cherokee stories include the ominous Raven Mocha, a figure who prolongs its life by stealing the hearts of those near death. It leaves no visible wound, operating with silent efficiency by masquerading as a frail elder. Medicine men keep vigilant watch, weaving protective enchantments around the sick and dying. Rumors claim Raven Mochas favor secluded cabins under moonlight, slipping inside undetected. Fear of becoming its next target fosters unity, urging communities to protect the vulnerable. And remember that unseen threats may lurk within friendly faces. Beneath the churning waves of Lake Superior resides Mishipeshu, sometimes called the underwater panther. Sporting horns and a scaled body, it commands fierce currents and can unleash sudden storms to trap careless seafarers. Many believe it safeguards copper deposits hidden below the lake's surface, punishing those who disrupt nature's order. Tobacco offerings are made at shorelines to appease this aquatic guardian, a reflection of respect for a being capable of stirring waves on a whim. In this bond of fear and reverence, Mishipeshu's presence underscores how delicate our balance with the deep can be. A testament to winter's cruelty, the Chenu appears in tales across the Mi'kmaq and other Algonquian traditions. Once human, it was transfigured by cannibalism or evil deeds into a hulking ice giant with a frozen heart. Feasting on human flesh, it roams snow-swept forests in constant hunger. Yet redemption threads through some stories. If its icy core melts, the Chenu might revert to human form. This possibility highlights the enduring power of compassion and the thin line between monstrous transformation and healing warmth. In the Pacific Northwest, Zunukwa is the wild woman of the woods, a towering figure, often fur-clad, who prowls the darkest corners of the forest. Known for her low, resonant call, "Who?" She's infamous for stealing children who wander astray, yet tales also cast her as a source of hidden riches and knowledge. While easily fooled by clever youngsters, she can be a benefactor to those who treat her with diplomacy. Zunukwa's myth speaks to the dual nature of the wild. It can both threaten and offer gifts in equal measure. The Cherokee describe Octana as a vast, horned serpent with scales like smoldering embers and a luminous jewel on its forehead. This gem, called Ulun Suti, promises immense power to any who dare claim it. But the Uktana's penetrating gaze can ensnare unwary hunters, dooming them to a fiery demise. Some say it was created to bring sickness upon humankind, only to survive in remote caves after its mission failed. Today, its legend endures as a testament to forbidden power, illustrating that chasing ultimate might can prove devastating. By moonlight in Louisiana's swamps roams the Rougarou, a werewolf-like being bound by sin. Some believe the transformation happens if one violates religious obligations or is cursed by another Rougarou's bite. Towering, with glowing eyes and a snarling maw, it stalks bayous for unsuspecting prey. Folklore claims scattering 13 small objects outside can stall it, since it becomes stuck counting past 12 until dawn. The Rougarou's legend, mixing European and native influences, underscores the swamp's mystery and the tenuous line between human and beast. Among Ojibwe tales, the Baykark is a gaunt spirit lurking in forest gloom. With see-through skin stretched across bone, it wields invisible arrows or a spectral club. Its hallmark is devouring the liver of prey, then sealing the wound so victims remain unaware of their fatal injury. Soon, illness claims them, revealing the Baykark's insidious handiwork. rarely approaching villages. It prowls lonely trails instead. Warnings about its stealth serve as a grim reminder. Predators, seen and unseen, share the darkest woods. Deep within lakes and ponds, water babies manifest as crying infants or small figures with fish-like tails. Those who follow the sound risk being pulled into an inescapable, watery doom. Across tribal variations, Washoe, Paiute, and more, these entities evoke unease, prompting ceremonial appeasements before crossing certain waters. Whether they lure children or target disrespectful individuals, water babies embody nature's capacity to mislead with a misleading plea. Their eerie cries blur the line between benevolent rescue and chilling trap, reminding travelers to tread carefully along mysterious shores. Told in certain plains legends, the stiff-legged bear is a colossal, often hairless beast that cannot bend its knees. Despite moving awkwardly, it ravages anyone it encounters, its jaws strong enough to crush multiple victims. Some theorize the legend stemmed from mammoth or mastodon fossils, misread as monstrous bears. Yet tradition keeps it a vicious carnivore, haunting forests and canyons. The stiff-legged bear stands as a reminder that what seems clumsy might be lethal, and that myths can arise from echoes of prehistoric giants. Widespread across the Pacific Northwest is Sasquatch, or Bigfoot, a towering humanoid draped in thick fur. Shy yet strong, it avoids towns, sticking to dense woods or fog-laden valleys. Many tribes view Sasquatch as a guardian of nature, bridging wilderness and humanity. Others caution it can abduct those who trespass on sacred ground. Often elusive, it communicates through whistles or knocks on tree trunks. Revered or feared, Sasquatch mirrors our fascination with the wild's unexplored corners, suggesting we're never as alone in the forest as we assume. A mesmerizing figure in multiple tribal traditions, Deer Woman appears as a stunning woman with deer hooves. She beckons men who have wronged others, particularly in love, leading them away until they vanish forever. Fertility, allure, and vengeance blend in her narrative, serving as both curse and consequence for immoral behavior. Despite her gentle gaze, her presence seals a fate of isolation or destruction. Deer Woman's hoofprint upon the forest floor stands as a caution that even beauty can conceal relentless justice. In Choctaw lore, Nalusa Falaya, often dubbed the Long Black Being, casts an elongated shadow. Slithering across swampy ground, it can afflict its victims with a thorn that slowly warps their actions toward evil. Unaware they're ensnared, they awake to chaos they themselves triggered. Nalusa Falaya's stealth and manipulative magic hint that evil can seep into human life quietly, long before one realizes its presence. Dusk is its favorite domain, a time when illusions rule the senses and moral lines blur. A swirl of German influence and indigenous stories gave rise to the Snallygaster in Appalachian regions. Sporting massive wings, reptilian scales, and a steel-like beak, it's reputed to shriek with otherworldly force. Some versions add tentacles for grappling prey, echoing the nightmares of both European and native settlers. Maryland newspapers in the early SS spun dramatic accounts of sightings, fueling widespread panic. Vampiric traits, such as drinking victims' blood, further cemented the Snallygaster as a composite terror, illustrating how folklore crosses cultural lines to forge new monsters. Among the Iroquois and Wyandot, the flying head often depicted as an immense disembodied head, wreathed in hair, haunts night skies in search of living flesh. Its malevolent glow and razor-sharp fangs strike fear into any who glimpse it, flitting past windows. Said to arise from wrongful deaths, it symbolizes undying rage. Sometimes associated with whirlwinds, its shrieking presence precedes calamities like illness or natural disasters. Bound by an unyielding grudge, the flying head underscores how the echoes of violence can persist well beyond mortality. The Kwakwaka'wakw speak of Bakwas, often called the wild man of the woods, or a spirit guide of the deceased. Emaciated, with tangled hair and hollow cheeks, he prowls shadowy glades, offering ghost food that appears as normal sustenance but dooms any who partake. Those who consume it wander into his realm, forever lost among spirits. Bakwas is timid, flickering in and out of sight, yet his power to lure souls is formidable. Through him, we see how survival can hinge on discerning what is real from what merely appears so.
If this video sparked your curiosity, drop a like, or better yet, a super like, and show the gods you want more epic mythology.
Feared across the Great Plains, Tehihian, cannibal dwarves, are described as small but unnaturally strong aggressors. They charge at entire camps with a ferocity that belies their size, sometimes vanishing into thin air. Tribes like the Arapaho or Cheyenne recount bitter conflicts in which these dwarves devoured their enemies. Eventually, the Tehihian were said to be defeated in a large-scale battle. Today, memories of these vicious little warriors stand as stark parables about underestimating seemingly minor threats in a vast wilderness. From shape-shifting tricksters to winged titans, each creature encapsulates a complex interaction between people and the supernatural forces that animate the land. They warn us of arrogance and isolation, celebrating cooperation and respect for nature's mysteries. Whether meeting the glare of the wendigo on a snowy trail, or hearing the haunting cry of water babies in the moonlight, these stories mark the threshold between what we know and what remains beyond comprehension. They endure, not as relics of an ancient past, but as vibrant reminders that the unknown is woven into every forest path and silent lake. In heeding these tales, we learn that both terror and salvation can emerge when we honor or violate the fragile bonds tying humans to the hidden spirits of the world.
Thanks for watching until the end. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, share with fellow mythology fans, and follow Elysium Mythology for more epic stories.